Hello, folks. This is the Roaming Casual back again. Another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. Let's go talk to Mother Mayorn and get started on the festive endeavors. The emissary serves as a conduit, a bridge between the people and the guardians of the Twelveswood. Suffice it to say, it's no small responsibility. Nor does the Elder Seedseer choose mankind's representative on a whim. Seldom in history have non-forestborn been chosen for the role, which should give you an idea of the magnitude of the honor being accorded you. For your part, you're required to wear a ceremonial artifact, which is presently in the keeping of Timber Master Eaton? Go to the Carbuncle Guild and collect it from the man, then return to me for further instructions. Alright, to the Carpenters Guild. The emissary to be. Good news is it's ready. Painstakingly crafted by these very hands from the rarest of materials. Take it along with this warning. It's so much as a scratch on the thing, and I shall make an unceremonial artifact out of you. Mask is crafted from consecrated lumber rendered upon by the guardian tree solely for use in the ceremony. In other words, it's priceless. Handle it with care. With that, your preparations are complete. The venue should just be about be in order as well. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask them. You have the mask, all that's left is to participate in the ceremony. Perchance you're feeling nervous, but never fear. Despite all the pomp surrounding the role, there's really nothing to being emissary. All you're required to do is wear the mask, stand up straight, and look dignified. The more involved aspects of the proceedings will be handled by others. Simple, no? The ceremony will be held at the amphitheater. When you are ready, make yourself known to the caretaker there. And be sure to wear your mask. Alright. Did notice there was another quest over that way, and like to go see what it is before we go doing anything else. At least I thought I saw a quest over this way. Maybe I didn't. Okay, I'm just, seeing things. All good. Let's see. Go that way. That should work. And we can take the Aethernet over to the amphitheater. Right. We also need to make sure we are wearing our mask, which I think is a hat. Yes. Still have little ladies' day stuff going on. You must be the emissary. Instructed to escort you to your place. Please follow me.
Look! The Elder Seedseer.
12 bless her heart!
May she find favor with the elementals. This radiance. Could it be a crystal of light? Tell me true, has the Mother Crystal revealed herself to you? Did you bask in her light? Have you, perchance, experienced sensations akin to ether sickness of late? That Hydaelyn would speak directly to this woman. There once were dauntless adventurers who fought in the name of Eorzea. When the primals threatened to bleed the land dry, these brave men and women rose to face them. When the Garlean Empire resumed its war of conquest, they rushed to the realm's defense. And when it was foretold that Dalamud would fall, they fought with all their strength to deliver us from certain doom. Yet as strong and as brave as they were, they, like so many, disappeared amidst the flames at Cartano. None have forgotten the heroes who gave all for the sake of a realm not their own. Yet when we try to recall their names, we find the pages of our memories are blank, as if bleached by the sun. And when we try to recall their faces, we see them only in silhouette, as if they stood betwixt us and a blinding glare. Hence have these heroes come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Beholding you, illuminated by the glow of the crystal, I could not help but be reminded of them. The crystal has chosen you for a purpose. Trust to its guiding light, and all shall be revealed to you in good time. Though none can say for certain what the future will bring, it is my belief that you may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm. For the power of the echo resides within you.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whoresons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you! Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Delay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir, To your positions.
Kaspamul, Soginin Wese Tonsul. Logalo, Asawad Deken Bet Mubut. Imarat Way, Kiskatoga Hats Wadodorns. Seasoning Feastun the only Lamra Satai Dorn.
Oh, look who's back in the land of the living. You mean to say you don't remember a thing? You collapsed in the middle of the ceremony, gave us all a good fright, so we carried you back here. I must say, you're heavier than you look. You've hardly stopped of late. Your exertions must have caught up with you. But you adventurers are nothing if not resilient. Seeing as the worst is past, I shall take my leave and return to my duties. Oh, I almost forgot. The Elder Seed Seer told me she'd like to see you when you felt well enough. The gentle soul was almost as worried about you as I was, bless her. When you're back on your feet, be sure and visit her at the Lotus Stand. Interesting mask. Typical Final Fantasy story. Yeah. Can't tell you too much about what's going on. If I remember correctly, the event that they were just showing us cutscenes of was the end event for the original game, because Final Fantasy XIV originally came out. There were a lot of issues, and then they... What is that? Oh. And then they actually could... I don't want to say they completely rebuilt it, but they rebuilt a lot of it. Ned? You remember where I need to go? I think it's the Conjurer's Guild. They rebuilt a lot of it, and basically when they shut the old version down, they did it using this big event with a giant meteor and things like that. And the Warriors of Light that nobody remembers were the characters that were in the original, being played in the original game, before they moved to A Realm Reborn. And that's why they can't remember them, right? Because I guess that database doesn't exist anymore, that sort of thing. But people who played back then do get I think it's a couple of character creation options that other people don't get. I'm not sure exactly what they are, just because I didn't play back then, so I don't have them. Ooh, level 19. I have written a letter to my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Cartno and the calamity that followed claimed countless souls and left countless more bereft and alone. In the dark days that followed, many were the survivors who thought themselves less fortunate than the dead. 5 years have come and gone, but the land and the people still bear the wounds of the devastation, nor are we any closer to learning the fate of the Warriors of Light. Yet so long as we live, never must we give up hope. We owe this to those who laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. In remembrance of them, a memorial service will soon be held upon the anniversary of the Battle of Cartno. This missive bears the details of that service. You graciously accepted the part of emissary in the recent ceremony. Should you be so willing, I would now make you my envoy, and have you bear my message to our allies. Your dedication to the people of Gridania rouses fond memories in me, and I would choose no other for the role. Will you do me this favor? Humbly, I thank you. As you are no doubt aware, our partners in the Eorzean Alliance lie some considerable distance away, nor are Ul'dah and Limsa Lominsa close to one another. Yet fear not, for I have no intention of subjecting you, mine own newly anointed envoy, to a journey which would take weeks by land. No, I mean for you to travel by air. Receive of me this Airship Pass. With it, you may make use of the skyways that connect the 3 city-states of the Alliance. The Airship Landing is situated upon the lower floor of the Carline canopy. Simply show your pass, and you will be admitted to the departure area. Before you embark on your journey, however, you would do well to seek the worldly wisdom of Maorn. Few forest-born Gridanians know more of the lands beyond the Twelveswood than she. In better times, airships were available for the convenience of one and all. Alas, the risk that our crafts may fall into Imperial attack has forced a reduction in the number of flights. Consequently, it has become necessary to restrict air travel only to those whose need is great. Such individuals may petition the relevant parties to be issued an airship pass. As you have deducted, I myself am one such party. Yet I was not alone in desiring that you be granted the privilege of air travel. Such is the potential you show. We have no doubt that you will reward our faith in you, Roma. By the power vested in me, I bid you journey forth as my envoy to the great realm of Eorzea. Walk her fields, brave her seas, and strive to know her better. And wheresoever you go, go without fear, for the path shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. Guided by the crystal's light, set forth and discover your destiny. Oops. Helps if you click the thing. Alright, do we have any more quests around here? We could become a botanist. Or a leatherworker. Doesn't look like there's anything else right now, so we should be able to go back to the Aetheryte Plaza. Alright. Check and make sure there's nothing here. Oh, there's one next to Maorn, so we'll pick that up on the way. Nope, they were outside? No, they're over here. Oh, we can learn a dance! Just over in the acorn yard, I saw a comely maiden, new to these benighted parts, I'd wager, dancing with a gaggle of younglings. 'Twas a dance I'd not seen before, and I've seen my fair share. Do they perhaps ready themselves for some fresh rite? After so much doom and gloom, I shouldn't mind a day of merrymaking. Just the thought excites me. Would you see what it's all about? Alright, go do this before we leave and pick up our harvest dance. So there are actually quite a few emotes in game that you can learn through different quests and such. There are also some, to be fair, on the store. I don't. Last time I checked, there wasn't a way to actually get to the store from in here. Yeah, so that's a thing you have to do on the website. I am here to teach, my dear lady. From me, these younglings are to learn a most sacred, meaningful, and uniquely uplifting dance. Now, I realize full well that tradition may not hold much allure for the young, but I didn't think they would up and run away. This manner of disobedience is unprecedented. It's all the more surprising considering they obey the timber master without demur. What I wouldn't give to know his secrets, but I must wait here for my unruly charges. I wonder, though, might you ask the man how he tamed them? Alright. Younglings will not heed their dancing master, and I am to provide the solution? Having no generosity towards herself, she has none towards her charges. Give the younglings these on her behalf, and bid them return to their lesson. Alright. Let's see, are there any of them here? It looks like they're all in Old Gridania. So we will head that way. We're bribing them, basically. But I don't want to be a dancer. Aw. There's more if I go back to class. Ran off because it's boring. Understand that. If this is supposed to be a bribe, then you've got yourself a deal, adventuring lady. Oops. We actually need to go this way. It would seem I was stricter than I imagined, and loosening up a bit has made a great difference. Dance is for the feast of the harvest, to give thanks to Nafaka and the elementals. There must be no aggression in this dance, lest the matron be angered. It's very, very important. I do realize I haven't made the best first impression, having you fetch my students for me. To make it up to you, will you let me show you the dance? Think of it as a kind of peace offering. Weaponed sacred dance. You scared her off. We were having fun. Isn't that a sailor song? How do you know it? Never mind how I know. More to the point, what could have troubled her so? Alright. Now have one harvest dance. If we previously had a different dance, let me check. So there's an emotes menu up here, and you can look at favorites or ones you've marked as favorites. These are ones you've used recently. And you can also see all of the general ones. These are special, like sitting on the ground, floating in the water, lifting the visor for a helmet, which wouldn't do her any good, that sort of thing. Expressions actually change your expression. So if I get up here and we go with grin, we smile, we can wink left, we can wink right. Smirk, which looks a lot like grin. You can be amazed or worried. Or, normal. But yeah. And of course, some of the emotes have, let me look. I think they actually list them out. They have actual speaking parts. So if you look down at the bottom, it shows you where all you can use it. So you can use it standing, swimming. I'm really not sure what that third one is. You can use it while you're sitting in a chair. You can use it while you're on a mount. You can't use it while you're fishing. But there's also wave. And I think the goldish, bronzish colored ones are ones that actually have voice, I think. Joy, happy, comfort, yes. Although no is blue, so maybe I'm wrong, because I'm pretty sure they both have sound. I thought there was a way to tell which ones actually involved sound. But I'm not 100% sure. Maybe both the gold and the blue ones? Possibly. People playing music. Alright, so now we're gonna go talk to Mother Mayorn. Woo, we're personal envoy! I've flattered you enough for one day, and I don't want your head to get too big, or you'll struggle to lug it around the realm. Speaking of which, Eorzea is a big old place. Now that you have an airship pass, you can really start to broaden your horizons. The sky is quite literally the limit. Even if your errand didn't call for it, I'd strongly suggest visiting the 2 other city-states of the Alliance before you go anywhere else. They are, of course, Limsa Lominsa, the city of pirates, and Ul'dah, the jewel of the desert. Once you've acquainted yourself with them, you can turn your sights on whichever lesser-trodden region takes your fancy. Calamity changed the face of Eorzea, and much of her now lies in shadow, beyond man's ken. It's a veritable playground for wide-eyed adventurer like your good self. Mind you, it won't be all be fun and games. Each nation faces its fair share of problems, from internal strife to conflict with the beast tribes and their primals. So don't be too surprised if you find yourself embroiled in the odd, unsavory situation on your travels. These are interesting times for Eorzea. It's been 5 years now since the calamity, but folk are finally beginning to look for the future. Alright, we'll head downstairs to the airship landing. Attention passengers, the airship bound for Limsa Lominsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Agrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgardsormr. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, The realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume?
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Nope, no idea what's going on. Okay, maybe I went the wrong way. Maybe I'm not getting close enough. Maybe I'm at the wrong gate. Yep. Alright. Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at your earliest convenience. Once there, pray speak with Xanthale. He'll be pleased to show you in the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Alright. Ah, we have to use the lift attendant.
Enter. I did not expect the Gridanian envoy to be an adventurer. It speaks highly of your character that the Elder Seedseer would choose an outsider to represent her nation's interests. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melvi Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from the Black Shroud?
I will never be able to say her name. Memorial service to honor the fallen. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was an answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans. The Meteor Project. The Legatus, Hell's Take-Him, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamon from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartno Flats, where we met with the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Sorry, I thought that was a name for a minute. I was this? Anyway. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartno, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamon came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet by some miracle a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louisoix still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nations struggle to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all, we need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none save us save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea. This memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Kana Senna has the right of it. I accept her proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Elder Seedseer receives my reply. You travel to Ul'dah next, yes? Pray give my regards to General Ruban. Oh, and tell him the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well. May the navigator guide you on your journey. Alright, while we are here, though, one thing we should do, I don't think there's one that way, is go ahead and pick up the Aetheryte and also the Aethernet that's here. since this is one of the starting cities. I'm not, however, going to pick up quests, just because I want to leave those for when I pick up a class that's from here. Alright, let's see where all we need to go. Probably best to go ahead and grab these two. And then we can come back and pick up the one by the docks. And then there will be some more upstairs on the upper decks. So we go this way. So yeah, the Arcanists start out here, as do the Marauders, I believe. And you can pick up the Rogue class here that eventually turns into a Ninja. But you can't start as a Rogue. You have to be level 10 before you can switch to it. Okay, and this is the Arcanist Guild over here. Do you want to have a look? I think they'll let us go downstairs. Should be some of the pets down here so we can look at them. Jog, jog, jog. Alright. And these little guys are the starter Carbuncle Pets. And there's also a yellow Carbuncle version, which is a tank pet. And a red version that's a DPS pet. More of a DPS pet. Because these are, I don't know, they're kind of, if I remember correctly, they're DPS, but they also have a little bit of crowd control. They're sort of the all-around pet, I guess. Alright, so we'll go this way. And am I going the wrong way? I am going the wrong way. No, I need to go the other way. Alright. And this is the fishing guild right behind me? Not a whole lot to see there. And we need the stairs up. The fastest way is probably to go around that way. So of course I immediately start heading in the wrong direction. This is where you pick up the quest to be a rogue. Which is why it has the little 2 dagger symbol there. should be able to go up this way. Not that way. Alright. Go this direction, because there isn't one in the other direction. That makes sense. And doesn't look like there's one over here by the Blacksmith's Guild. But we do have one at the Aft Castle, one at the Culinarians Guild, which is the cooking guild, and the Marauders Guild up there. Do you want to go straight through? Yes, we do. And the square is still decorated for Little Ladies' Day. Giant ribbons and hearts everywhere. It's weird. I thought there was one over here by the blacksmith, but I don't see it. I have to walk all the way back over there. I'm gonna be kind of annoyed. Well, I guess I don't have to walk all the way back over there because we can teleport back to that one, but this is the Adventurers Guild in Limsa. So the equivalent of the Carline Canopy in Gridania. Is it Cooking Guild? And the Marauders Guild. That everybody? Yep. Alright, so now we can jump straight to the... whatever stops. The Airship Landing? Which will make getting to Ul'dah much easier. And we can also use the Aetheryte to teleport out here if we don't feel like going through the cutscenes with the airship. Which are probably skippable, but teleporting is still faster, I feel like. Could be wrong. I mean, then you don't have to go through the whole, like, airship area. Okay, now we are in Ul'dah. And I kind of have to remember where we're going. Must be this way. Yep, there we go. I think we want Husting Strip. Possibly. Ul'dah has a lot of levels. Just... This looks like the right place. I'm not sure if we can actually get this since we haven't attuned to the Aetherite yet. Seems to be working. Okay. There's that one. There's another one over by the Alchemist Guild that we'll pick up, but not until after we've talked to Raban. Bartholomew not being a Cody is just a wasted opportunity, really. Sorry. Okay, hand over the loader to the general.
Ah, a guest from Gridania. I thought I smelled leaf mold. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Kane says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Ixal. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Cartano. I remember bloody Cartano. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? So my counterparts have educated you. Oh, trust the leader of Limsa Lominsa to make light of our wolf problem. Woman always did have a black sense of humor. Wolves are bloodthirsty beasts upon which one cannot turn one's back. It is only a matter of time before they bite. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then legatus person, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilzabard to heel, and so the legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders, and their commander, the other legatus, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us, and not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a divided realm, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the Admiral would not let it go unnoticed. All the other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear, and if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Kane will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Elder Seedseer will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. And we get a boat. Let's go find our boat. Where's our boat? Oh, our boat's in our inventory, I'll bet you. Yep, there it is. Now we should have a boat. There it is. Now we have a little wind-up airship that will follow us around. Alright. Information that might be of interest to us. You do not mind my asking, do you have plans to visit Limsa Lominsa in the future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. Once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit, during which time I became acquainted with Badarin, proprietor of the Drowning Winch. The man sent word now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. He would doubtless be pleased if you were to offer him your services. Alright. And we will totally do that after we finish unlocking the Aethernet here. Alright, let's see. Actually, the fastest way to get over there is to go this way. Up the stairs. Through the door. And the Alchemist Guild is right through that door over there. Although I have to admit, I like the one with the glowy flowers. Alright. Speed up a little bit. Now we should be able to go this way to go downstairs. Right. Where are all the ones here? Alright, so there's one a little north of us at the Gladiators Guild. We should grab that first, I think, then come back to Goldsmith and work our way counterclockwise. And the gladiators are your, like, sword and shield types. I believe they eventually become paladins. There's nothing further north than that, right? Nope, okay. And this is either the Miner or the Jewelers Guild. Goldsmiths, so jewelers. This is the Miners Guild, not too far away. And we go this way, right? Should be the Tailors Guild. Weavers, tailors, they're right down there. And then we go this way and hang a right. And this is the marketplace in Ul'dah. I don't think there's one further down here. All this, yeah, it's a little hard to tell without zooming in. But then we're gonna go this way. Oh. People are having a parade. Alright, and this is the Adventurers Guild for Ul'dah. Go up here. Right in here. Might as well go grab the Chocobo Keep since he's right there. Oop. Alright. Go this way, and then hang right when we can. We'll get to the actual Aetheryte. And the Monks Guild should be right through there. Jog, jog, jog. And then the Thaumaturge Guild here. Well, actually it's upstairs. Is that everything? Yay! Okay. Once it lets us go. Any second now. There we go. We can go take a look inside the Thaumaturge's Guild. So Thaumaturges eventually become black mages. Yeah, so here it is. Nice big space. And then they want us to go to Limsa, which we can totally do. Especially since we're not quite 20 yet. At 20, we'll have to go back to Gridania so that we can pick up our level 20 Lancer quest. But right now, important. And so we will go to Limsa. No point in taking the airship if we don't have to. Alright, so I will... It's very loud down here, isn't it? It should be the aft castle. Alright. Oh, here we are at the Drowning Winch. Getting ready to talk to Bateron? Bateron? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I think we'll call it here. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'm not sure if I'll do retail tomorrow or if I'll stick with Final Fantasy just until Saturday. I don't know, I'm not really feeling either WoW right at the moment, but I might be feeling differently when I go to make the video for tomorrow, so we shall see. But hopefully I will see you then. Have a good one.